With the top edger blade set to cut 12 inches above the bottom edger blade, we produce one 2x12 length of lumber.
So welcome back, friends. We've got a lot to talk about today, but before that, let's put a sawmill together. You guys hang in there. All right, friends, here it is. This is the machine I've been telling you guys about since last August. We finally got it down here about the 1st of December. Over the past few weeks, I've been putting this thing together and we finally got it assembled and we're almost ready to saw with it. Now, real briefly, this is a circle sawmill and it's made by the Mobile Dimensional Sawmill Company out in Oregon. And this is nothing new, guys. This company's been around since the late 60s. The original owner, if my history is right about this, passed away several years ago. The company kind of went stale for a few years. It has new owners now, and they're bringing this sawmill back. So guys, let's go over the features here real briefly, and I will tell you all what this sawmill is doing here and what my plans are for it. So first off, it is a circle sawmill. Has your large circle blade right there, and 2 edger blades right there in front of it. And if you've never seen one of these run, it's pretty unique. These 2 blades right here are pretty much cutting the width of your lumber, and this blade right here is cutting the face of it. And this blade is chromed right here, so you don't have to worry about rust or nothing like that. This blade has inserts. The pattern for this blade has 6 of them. Of course, you have inserts right there as well. As far as sharpening goes, you can take these inserts out and sharpen them, or you can buy aftermarket tools that mount to the blade for sharpening. So let's talk about the engine, guys. This right here is a 4-cylinder gas-powered Volkswagen air-cooled motor. Of course, you got dual exhaust right there on the top, got your air cleaner, there's your battery. It does have a key start on it. There is your choke right there. It's got a really nice gauge right here that shows your temperatures, your fuel, voltage, etc., oil pressure, hour meter as well. This engine's been around for a long time, guys. I'm pretty sure this is the same engine that's on the Volkswagen that my dad is restoring right now over at his shop. Like I said, it's air-cooled, so no antifreeze or nothing like that. And over on this side, we have a really nice aluminum fuel tank, got a fuel pump right there. There's a blower built in for the sawdust and also to keep the engine cool. Really nice motor. It's been around for a long time. This is nothing new. And I think, don't quote me on this, it's around 67 horsepower. All right, so let's engage this little clutch right there. Pull this mill back here to the operator position, and I'll show you guys how it works. Of course, you cut the engine on, right there's your throttle. There's another lever right here. When you crank that, that will raise and lower one of your edger blades down there, of course. That's really important. As far as moving left to right on this rail, that's done with this crank handle right here. Every time you make a cut, you come back and zero this out. And that will make more sense once we start sawing some logs on it. Right now, I'm just trying to get used to these controls, and I'm going by the manual on most of the stuff I'm telling you guys. So right here, guys, is the lever that controls the direction of the mill. This way is forward, this way is reverse. It's powered by a hydraulic pump right there that pushes the mill forward, has different settings as far as speed goes. And it's really neat, guys. You do not have to push this through the wood. You just sit back here and watch it work. It also has, you see that little right there, that lever or that arm sticking down. That sounds a whole lot better. That's the board return. So once it saws your lumber, it pulls it back to you. It hits this table, and you have a roller there as well. Really nice feature to have, and everything's mechanical. No computers or nothing on this mill. It's a really basic setup. And over here you have a blade guard, and they did something pretty cool. They got my logo and put that on there for me. I think that looks really good. Really nice to have that on there, because this sawmill right here, friends, it's pretty dangerous. Once you turn it on, there's no clutch. Those blades are turning the whole time. So this guard is very important to keep you safe and keep you away from that area. So as far as this sawmill going up and down, you got box beams on both ends, and they work together at the same time, and they're powered by that motor right there. I have 2 batteries to hook up to it, and we'll have a little push button we push to make it go up and down, and there's a scale right there on the left you can look at to set your cut. You can also do this manually, which I did during assembly, but I'll get those batteries over here probably tomorrow and hook them up. That way we can raise this up and down just by the push of a button. So right here, friends, is where the log goes. It will sit right there on top of 2 beams that have log dowels installed on them, and that came with the mill. I need to saw those probably tomorrow. We'll do that over on the 70 and get the dowels put on them, install those. That way we can clamp a log down and start sawing. As far as the capacity for this sawmill, it will do a 60-inch log up to 20 feet long. You can go farther if you want to. You can buy more tracks. And if you got a sequoia or say a redwood or something like that, you're out in California, you can go taller with taller end stands up to 10 feet and do a monster with this log if you need to. But 60 inches for my area is pretty darn big. And I do come across some logs that big that I've passed on because I didn't have a sawmill that would handle it. We do now. So this right here, friends, is my brief introduction to the new sawmill. We're going to be using this with the Wood-Mizer, with the edger. We're going to incorporate this machine with the whole operation here. And there's 2 big reasons why it's here. Let me explain. So the first reason is I've always wanted a circle sawmill, and I've always been torn between buying a new one like this one or finding one that's kind of out in the barn somewhere like an old Frick or something and trying to rebuild it. So I went with a new one because I know all the parts and pieces are here and I know it will run. And the second reason is I have a cousin over in North Carolina who's bought into a flooring company, and they're needing some circle sawn lumber for some old rusted flooring they're making over there. They're having a hard time finding some. So that's another source right there, because I got an overabundance of oak and poplar and pine and all kinds of different species I get here, and sometimes I really don't have a great market for it. Well, I do now, especially for the oak. I can saw this stuff up on the circle sawmill, run it through the kiln and sell it to them. And I got myself a new revenue stream. And the reason we're not doing that on the Wood-Mizer is because that company wants circle sawn marks on the face of the lumber. They don't want bandsaw marks. They want the old-timey vintage looking saw marks. So that's why they want the circle saw. So that's the second reason right there. The first reason is personal, and the second reason is for revenue. And also, for those of you that might be curious, the LT70 is not getting replaced. That mill over there is not a replacement for my bandsaw mill. They're 2 totally different machines. They do saw lumber, but they do a lot of stuff differently in a lot of different ways. These mills will work together with the edger and the kiln and the wood shop to produce even more products here that I couldn't make before. And also, real briefly, to touch on one more thing, last summer, when we put this expansion on the barn, you know, it's 24 by 40. A lot of you guys are asking why. Well, that machine right there is why, friends. I needed somewhere to put it with an open span so I could bring logs straight in. And that still leaves at least 30 feet right here in width to bring logs into the Wood-Mizer. And I just might cover up that wall right there. I'm still not sure. So guys, I'm done for the day. I got to get ready for this snowstorm we're supposed to have this weekend. And what's crazy about it, today is Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, it's supposed to be 55 degrees. And then this weekend, starting Friday night, going into Saturday, we're supposed to have, I think, 12 inches of snow, maybe more. Crazy weather for this time of year. And it's 19 degrees right now. 50 tomorrow, 19 today, I tell you. Can't make its mind up. Cannot make its mind up. So anyways, guys, we'll be back down here tomorrow. We're going to saw up these beams, hopefully put a log on the circle sawmill and get it going. So friends, let me know down in the comments what you think about the new sawmill. And also, if you have one of these or if you've ran one before, let me know in the comments as well, because I may be hitting you up for some tips later on. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you back here soon. It's a brand new year here at the sawmill. The circle saw is going to be going. The Wood-Mizer is going to be going. Logs coming in every day, tons of projects. I'm really excited, guys. It's going to be a great year. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.